After 3 months of literally zero revenue, LiftVault just got its first paying user and I couldn't be happier. If you're new here, my name is Daniel, I'm a personal trainer and a software engineering student building fitness applications and trying to become an indie hacker. The app that I'm talking about in this video is called LiftVault, a camera app that I built for powerlifters to track their sets and the lifting stats of the program that they're doing and see how they progress on certain exercises in time. If you want to check it out, I'll leave the link down below of the iOS App Store. It could really help me if you also subscribe to the channel and drop a like to this video. I've submitted 3 big updates to the application since I posted to the App Store, and weirdly, I don't know why, but I skipped from 1.0 to 1.0.5, which I have no idea why I did that. But I haven't focused too much on getting users because I wanted to see what was that initial boost that ASO was going to give me. That if you don't know it, ASO stands for App Store Optimization. It's pretty similar to SEO, which is Search Engine Optimization, and you probably heard it before. To the time of this recording, I've gotten 46 users, only 2 trials started, and only 1 paying user. So that was quite encouraging, at least to the point where I still haven't seen any users signing up for a free trial. When I saw that no one was actually activating the free trial, I just disabled all of the notifications on RevenueCat. I stopped trying to refresh the app every 5 minutes and just forgot about it a little bit and tried to keep using the app as a user since it's solving a problem that I have, and see what things I could improve on the application to attract more users and offer a value that they think is worth it to pay for. I made some core changes to the application, but the main one being that instead of having all of those different buttons to input the sets, the RPE, the load, I realized that it didn't make any sense. It made much more sense to just have one single button that handled all of those things instead of having to press so many different buttons just for you to log all of the stats of the lift. All the other improvements have been more about performance and minor UI improvements. One day I decided to create the social media profiles for TikTok and Instagram. I created 2 versions of the presentation video, one with subtitles and one without subtitles, and I uploaded the one without subtitles to TikTok and Instagram. I didn't get too many views, but that makes sense because it's the first video that I'm uploading to a new account. However, there's always this really weird expectation that you're gonna go viral and everything is going to be super easy from the beginning. So I got a bit insecure about it and I just stopped posting. I know it's probably not the best strategy, and I want to keep it real with you guys that sometimes you are going to feel insecure about what you're doing and you're not going to be in the best mood to actually do this things, because I have poured a lot of time and effort into this application and I'm just a bit sad of keep pouring more and more investment of time without seeing any type of money encouragement. Now this was from back April, so it's been a while since the app has been on the App Store, and I forgot to check out RevenueCat for a few weeks, and last week I checked RevenueCat and I almost jumped from how happy I was when I saw that 2 users sign up for the free trial. Now I was super excited when I saw it. Then I went into one of the users and that user signed up, checked out the app, didn't like it, and signed off right away. That's a bit sad on me. I really wanted to sign that user, but it is what it is. I just need to keep making improvements so that they can see the value of the application. But the second one, I was waiting for it to convert for like from day 5. So I was waiting those last 2 or 3 days to see if it was actually going to be converting into a paying user. And it finally did, so I can finally say that I have my first paying user for LiftVault. It's a massive milestone for me, and it's a bit of reaffirmation that a stranger online is actually paying for this subscription because they're seeing the value on the application that I'm making. You have no idea how much this means to me, and even though I wasn't pouring any type of effort into the marketing, now I'm gonna be focusing much more on that, and I'll say a bit more later on this video, but that just added fuel to a fire that was pretty much extinguishing. I know that it's supposed to be, oh, you have to grind and I need to feel always reassuring and believing in myself. It's much easier to say those words than behave like that when you're having really down days on your day-to-day, when I'm still trying to balance university, how I feel about my personal training and planning, my day-to-day, all of these multiple parts of my life, they are all influenced by each other. So when I'm down on one, the other ones unavoidably also go a little bit down, which as you can imagine, after this, I'm much happier on everything else in life. Maybe I shouldn't be so tied up on how happy I am about this money making app, but at the same time, it's kind of the point. I don't know, because I do feel that everything in my life is going well, except for how much money I'm making. So I don't know, that's a problem from Daniel of the future. I'm about to submit another update where I'm going to be adding analytics to see how the users are using the application, since I wanted to do that from the beginning, but I was a bit intimidated about how to add post hoc to my application. It ended up being much easier than I thought, and it was just one of those insecure moments about, oh wow, going into a new technology, new documentation, and so on and so on. I gotta keep it real. I would love to say that I got this first paying user by working really hard on marketing, working really hard on getting the users, putting a lot of effort into keywords, but I think that this is a really valuable lesson for you to take, and it's that this has been 99% luck and 1% ASO. I did nothing on my end to get this user other than putting the application out there. I would love to take credit for this, but sadly this is just not the reality. I can bloat all over how good of a developer I am or whatever it is, but in reality that's just not the case. It was pure luck. But what I want you to take from this video is that you have to put yourself in situations where luck is actually going to find you. Yes, this is really lucky that I'm getting my first paying user out of nowhere, but it's also because I actually developed the application and posted it to the App Store. This wouldn't have happened if I had a stranger walking to me and just giving me those $4.99 quid that I had for the application into my pocket. Like, that's just not realistic. I had to actually build my idea, do all of that groundwork, and then put it out there. Could it be better if I had put more effort into the marketing? Probably, but this is at least a sign that it's validating slightly the product idea that I have and maybe a potential future product market fit. I think as new indie hackers, it's very easy to compare ourselves with people that have already made it. People like, Mark Liu, Levels, Jack Freaks. But in reality, everyone has that different journey, and you are comparing yourself with what they've done and how far ahead they are in their own journey. And everything can happen overnight. We can have someone that tries our indie application, turns out to be 100,000 follower influencer on Instagram. They do a recommendation to download an app, and our life changes instantly. We just can't control these things. The only thing that we can control is how good the application is and how much effort we can put into marketing. That again, I need to make a better effort into that. Regarding the social media content, I posted a few meme reels in TikTok on Instagram, and it got an okay recipient, but I have to keep posting them more and more. I'm gonna keep grinding on this, and I'll tell you how I'll do it in a second. But my next milestones are going to be getting to 500 users, and then it's going to be to get to 1,000 users, and I want to actually get the number to having 10 paying users. That's going to be like the next dopamine hit in terms of the next milestone that I want to get to. My plan to do that is going to be based on doing 3 daily reels with 3 different formats. Format A is going to be feature focused. What does the app do? What pain does it solve? What feature does it have built in? Essentially, what is the application doing and what are the benefits and how your life is better by you having this application in your phone. Format B is going to be memes about the gym. This is where it really helps that I'm part of the gym community, because if I was building something in another industry that I had no idea about what people think, it would be much harder for me to make this content. But I'm a part of this community. I can make a lot of inside jokes that people from other communities wouldn't understand. And format C, POV video. I'm counting with people to see my face in the gym, see that I actually live, see that I actually am a power lifter. All of these things, I think they're going to contribute to the actual brand of LiftVault and how people perceive the app, so that they know that this is an app from powerlifters to powerlifters, and it's not just a random developer trying to take advantage of a community that it might give them money. I plan to not make any big changes to the application up until I hit this milestone, just so I have a bigger sample size and I know if I need to change the onboarding, I need to change the paywall, what do I need to optimize in order to convert a bigger percentage of those users that are coming into my application. Because I also have to keep it real with the situation that I have. I don't want to overinvest my time into an application that is not going to give me money back when I realistically have my last summer as a software engineering student and I'm going to be starting my 3rd year. So if this idea doesn't work, I'm going to keep building another fitness app on the background that I have some idea of what I think might work and be doing the marketing for this one for now. After I get to the 1,000 user milestone, I'll see if I'll actually keep pursuing this application, people liking it, people don't like it, and then I'll make my decision. And you can just keep yourself subscribed to this channel until that happens. I keep posting over here and on X about my personal developer journey, but I do use TikTok and Instagram to promote the application. I still haven't used YouTube Shorts, so I might also sign up for that. But the problem is that I really dislike short form content. I just don't know why people consume it. It's so quick and the attention span is so short that it's very hard to edit these videos properly, and I still can't quite grasp on how to get the user's attention when they're watching a new video. But that's a gap that I need to fulfill in order to get more users to my application, so I just have to suck it up at least until I can make enough money to delegate that. Wrapping this up, I wish that I could say in this video that I had this first paying user because I worked so hard for it, but in reality it was just luck. So make sure to put yourself in situations where luck is actually going to find you. Keep building.